Good afternoon. I just finished installing the second RV AC silencer by WackO. It was not an easy install. I basically kind of cross-screwed things. There are two holes in the center, and one is there so that you can mount it up permanently, I believe, and keep that there. The other one is it's a combination, so it's mounted up and it holds the filter. That is the biggest complaint I have. It's not that easy to install. It's okay, but I had to look at it carefully and catch my error. So I did do that. And right now, you can hear, this is the air conditioning in the background right now. That's all the noise you're hearing. It's not as quiet as what I was hoping for. Is it quieter? Yes, it is. Can I actually hear better? Yes, I can hear better. So it's not masking sound quite as much. And I haven't listened. I haven't listened to the comedy videos on the computer yet to see if I can really hear the clarification now. I was missing punchlines before. Do I recommend this? Well, yes. And I also recommend that the manufacturer redesign this and improve it. I think it's okay the way it is. It's not bad, but it certainly doesn't get 4 stars. Maybe 3 stars is about what it is right now. It does what it's designed to do. It is quieter in here, and it's quieter back there as well. And it's noticeable. To me, it's noticeable. Now, would I do it again? Probably not, because of the frustration in installing it and with those little screws. The small screws and the way that the filter system is held in place bothers me because it does not lend itself to cleaning on a regular basis. I mean, I really would like something that I can clean a little bit easier, that I don't have to take a screwdriver to and take it apart and put it back together again the way I have to do it. So the original filtering system on these was easier to manage, but it also wasn't quite as positive when you snap things in place. And it's a foam pad filter that I brush off usually. You can wash them out, and it's pretty flimsy. I have to admit it. There's not much, you've got a surface of dust on it, and that's about it. So we're going to keep using this, and probably over the next couple of weeks figure out, have we made a good investment or not? Was it money well spent or not? I probably would be very tempted to put it in because of my hearing deficits at this point in my life. I probably would do that. It's kind of an odd design. When you're done with it, they tend to be facing in the opposite direction you would expect, but I think that baffling by having the air being pulled from the bottom, the back side of it, if you will, and then coming up around the baffle and then up into the air filter itself properly. I think it's designed pretty well. It does everything good. The only thing is that, well, it came with 2 extra screws, 1 extra fastening screw for the cowlings up here, but I would like to see a screw with a larger head on it, so you can actually undo that by hand and stud it up by hand. So I think it needs new hardware right there. And then also when it comes to the filters, you have to snap it in place, slide things in place, and I think I've got a bow on one side of the filters because it's not really sliding in there as firm as it should. So I think that the filter retention and the filters themselves need to be redesigned. I think you can do a better job on your filtering material than this. It's fairly flimsy, but it is much better than the original that came at the factory. So it is an improvement. Is it worth, as much money as what I paid for it? I just don't know about that. I kind of don't think so. It's a huge amount of money for a little bit of an improvement. So would I recommend it? For me, yes. For you, not so much. I think it's a good concept. I think the guy could license these. I think he could come up with all kinds of fancy filtration systems on it right now. I think his baffle design is good, but I'd want to have a better quality plastic in this. It really doesn't come up to the same standards as the original when it comes to aesthetics and the quality of the plastic and the color. And it's a little clunky because these things are now hanging down damn near 2 inches from the roof, and before they were pretty much flush, less than an inch away. So that's it for my third part of the review, and I will check back with you in the future on this. My recommendations are, don't buy an RV today. The market's coming apart very quickly. A large part of the reason is because of the shenanigans in the service sector of it. There are some good, honest people out there, but they're pretty rare, and I found that even they, when tempted, will put the screws to you. So be careful. Make sure that they explain to you what they're going to do completely, and they put it in writing and give you a good written estimate, and then also that they give you the old parts. Make sure of that. And if you don't get a good feeling, don't do it. Some of these little shops, mom and pop shops, can't do the electrical stuff very well, and not only that, they think they can do the other work, especially on a diesel pusher, but they're not capable. They don't have good taste. They don't seem to understand. They don't have good standards. They don't seem to understand, hey, we have a double pane skylight for a reason. That's to protect us against hail and storms, so that things don't get damaged permanently. We just have a very sloppy industry that's basically busy stealing from people today, and they love going after the elderly because we are easy marks for them. That's what they think. Sadly, it's against federal law to exploit seniors like this, so there are ways to take care of these things. May Yahweh bless. May you live according to the law of life, also known as the 10 Commandments. Yahweh bless.